Hi there, welcome to the third video on the brackets and factorising topic at National 5. Today we're going to look at factorising using something called the difference of two squares. Okay, three things we need to look out for. Firstly, we need to be able to recognise the difference of two squares. That's a big key thing there. Secondly, identify the terms in our, within our situation that have been squared and then use those terms to factorise, put into brackets when you have a difference of two squares. So first I'm just going to do a quick investigation. What I need to do is pause the video and multiply these brackets using the strategies we used in video 1 of this topic. Okay, now I'm going to skip the lines of working, but what I want you to do is you should have x squared subtract 9, okay, because when you multiply out these terms, x times x, excuse me, a bit wonky there, x times x will give you x squared, x times negative 3 gives you minus 3x, 3 times x gives you positive 3x, and then the 3 times negative 3 gives you the negative 9. And then your negative 3x and your positive 3x cancels out, leaving you just with the squared terms, x squared and 3 squared. Okay, that one there will be y squared minus 6y plus 6y minus 36. And lastly, 2r times 2r is 4r squared. 2r times 5 is 10r, minus 5 times 2r is minus 10r, again cancelling out, and then minus 25. Okay, so you can see what's happening, or I'm hoping you can see what's happening, where when you have the terms the same, but the signs different, the middle term cancels out and you're left with two squares with the subtract between them, hence the difference of two squares. Okay, now what I'd like you to do is try and factorise p squared minus 4. Okay, what would p squared minus 4? And let's do d squared minus 81. Okay, what would these be factorised? Okay, so p squared minus 4, you know that p squared is just going to be p squared. But 4 squared is 2 squared. Okay, so the brackets are going to be p plus 2, p subtract 2. Okay, it doesn't matter what order you put your plus and your minus. Okay, but it has to be p and 2, p and 2. Okay, this line here, not necessary. You can jump to the end, that's fine. D squared minus 81. Well, I know that d squared is just d squared. 81 squared is 9 squared. Okay, so that means to factorise this, it should be d plus 9 and d subtract 9. Okay, for the same reason, the plus 9d take away 9d cancels out and just leaves you with a difference of two squares. Okay, I'll give you 3 more examples. Again, try and pause, try them, and that will do us for the video. Okay, so these 3 here, x squared minus 16. Okay, firstly, recognising as the difference of two squares, you need to be able to spot that these two things are square terms. So x squared, you know that that's an x squared, nice and easy. 16, you know, is 4 squared. Okay, so that means your bracket has to be x plus 4, x minus 4. Now you've recognised the difference of two squares. You find out what the squares are, in this case x and 4, you put in the brackets with a plus and a minus. The second term, I have to look at it and say, right, these are two terms separated by a negative, so it's the difference. That first term's a square, it's y squared. That second term's a square, it's 10 squared. So y plus 10, y minus 10. Okay, nice and easy, but the difficult thing is spotting it. Okay, nice and easy when I'm giving you a video and it's different. It's telling you the difference of two squares, but spotting it in a question by itself with loads of other maths going on before and after can be tricky. Okay, and last one, a little bit trickier. Okay, factorising it, difference of two squares, hoping for. Firstly, if that 4p squared, well, 4p squared is 2p all squared. 2p times 2p gives me the 4p squared. The one that people like to miss is that 1 is the same as 1 squared. 1 times 1 will give you the 1 as well. So my difference of 2 squared is 2p plus 1, 2p minus 1. Okay. So success criteria, being able to recognise the difference of two squares. Okay, you need to be able to do that. You need to be able to spot it and know exactly what route you're going down. Identify your terms of being squared, what numbers are you squaring to get what's in your expression, and then knowing one goes in as a plus, one goes in as a minus. Okay, thank you.